Hey, it's Tony here at Smart Toyota. Today we've got a brand new 2022 Toyota Corolla XSE edition, top of the line in the Corolla Luxury Edition. So we're going to go ahead and start up front. We'll cover the exterior and then I'll jump inside and show you what you get on the inside. Here we go. So the Corolla XSE Luxury Edition in the Corolla, and this is a really nice ride. So let's get started, take a look. We've got a full complement of LED lights up front. So LED daytime running lights, that's these little J curves here. LED high beams, low beams, these are projector style LED turn signals. And down here, these are actually LED accent lights. So they're not fog lights, you just add an accent light to the front of it. Really brightens up the front of the car and adds some character to it. The lower grille on here is Toyota's standard mesh grille, but this one is painted gunmetal gray, and then it's finished off with a lower fascia in super white, and that's the color of the cars. Here's some vortex generators designed to help with fuel efficiency and reduce wind noise. And then the XSE edition does have this gloss panel here on the bottom, and that's where your dynamic radar cruise control sensors are. Chrome Toyota badge right there on the hood, and then up in the windshield up here, that's where we find our sensors for the pedestrian detection, lane tracing assist, road sign detection. A lot of great safety features on the Corolla. You can see all those headlights wrap around the side, great visibility with marker lamps. Here's a look at our wheel and our tire package. So this is an 18-inch cast aluminum wheel. It's painted gunmetal gray on the inside, and then the satin finish chrome on the outside with chrome lug nuts. The tires on here, those are a 225/40 series, so a narrow sidewall, reinforced sidewall, which is going to handle really nice at high speeds and cornering. Four-wheel disc brakes, anti-lock brakes, and traction controls standard on the Corolla. Independent front and rear suspension for a smooth ride. Notice the passenger compartment is between the axles, which again enhances the ride. Outside mirrors painted color to match. LED turn signals. These are folding mirrors. They also break away. This one has the blind spot monitoring on the XSE trim. These are also heated. They're also power operated. Here's another vortex generator right here, and that leads up into the black roof line on this XSE. So this is a gloss black roof line, painted, and that's a $500 option. Factory sunroof, moonroof, which opens and closes, standard. Color to match door handles with the smart keyless entry system. The rocker panels painted gunmetal gray, just like we saw in the grille up front, so they tie those colors together quite nicely. Love the body lines on the Corolla for 2022. Sorry, 23 will be the same. Gloss black shark fin antenna, which works with your Sirius satellite radio. Rear window defrost. Rear lenses wrap around the side, and they've got a gloss black trim on there. And then here's a vortex generator here. There's another one down here, again to help reduce wind noise and wind resistance, working toward the best possible fuel economy out of a gasoline engine, and that's what this one is. These are reflectors down here, not lights, just reflectors. Red XSE badging. Gunmetal gray painted rear spoiler, same as what we saw in the rocker panels and on the front grille. Chrome Toyota badge, Corolla badge, and then you do have a backup camera right under here, and we also have dual license plates lights, and we also have a trunk release. Now you do have remote keyless entry to pop that trunk as well. And then the lower fascia down here, similar to what we saw up front, gunmetal gray painted. And then the very low part here is colored to match white, super white, just like the car. Dual chrome exhaust tips. Here's a look up underneath at your rear suspension. Hopefully you can see it there. Again, it's an independent suspension, and this is built on the Toyota's new global architecture. So that's a very versatile platform. LED taillights, backup lights, really a nice bright red lighting there, and your third brake light's LED up in the rear window. Gas doors here on the driver's side. Let's go ahead and swing around front. We'll pop the hood and take a look at the engine. The Corolla XSE does come equipped with this standard upgraded 2-liter V6, or I'm sorry, 4-cylinder engine. So a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, 16-valve engine, dual overhead cam, connected to a CVT automatic transmission, and achieves 169 horsepower, so more than enough power in this little car. The engine and the transmission have a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty on them. And then, of course, as a Toyota, you also get Toyota Care, no extra charge. That's going to be your oil changers, your fluid top-offs, your tire rotations. Toyota's going to cover that for 2 years, 25,000 miles. The Corolla itself has a 3-year, 36,000-mile limited warranty, and that's designed to cover manufacturer defects up to 3 years, 36,000 miles. So let's go ahead and dive inside and check out the interior. Heading inside on the driver's side, we'll take a quick look at the driver's door. So we've got a satin finished door handle with brushed aluminum trim here, and that leads into that blue contrast stitching on the armrest, padded armrest, one touch up and down on all 4 windows, power door locks, power mirrors, speaker down here in the door, bottle holder and a pocket there in the door as well. So it covers all the basics quite nicely. Take a look inside. The seating on this is going to be a soft tech fabric seat with a cloth insert, and then you can see the blue pattern striping. Height adjustable headrest, height adjustable seat belt, power driver's seat with power lumbar support, standard on the XSE trim. Gas door release is down here, hood release is down here, dimmer switch for your dash lights, automatic high beams on and off right here, hood release is here, gas, brake, and dead pedal right where they should be, and then we do have a tilt and telescoping steering wheel adjustment right there. Up on the dashboard there's 4 vents, just like this, left, right, on and off, surrounded by that silver trim we saw before. Let's go ahead and grab a seat and check out the interior. Okay, here's a look inside from the driver's perspective, and I basically have my camera pressed up against my nose so you can get the true perspective from inside here. There's actually quite a bit of room inside the front of a Corolla, and the driver's seat goes way back, so you can see my feet down there. I've got the seat all the way back just to illustrate. I could not drive this car that way unless I like stretching my legs out all the way. So I'm pretty confident if you're 6-footer, you should be able to sit in here quite nicely. The headroom is decent. Give it a try, decide for yourself. Your steering wheel on the XSE, is leather wrapped. We've got a driver's side airbag, fingertip controls over on this side for the information center, which is your fuel trip computer. It's all up here in the gauge cluster. Take a look at that in a minute. Control your sound system right here, and Bluetooth connectivity for your smartphone. Cruise control, dynamic radar cruise control sensitivity, lane departure on and off, and then you can change the radio stations right here. Now, because it is an XSE trim, we do have paddle shifters here up, wiper controls with intermittent wipers there. Then over on this side, your headlights, which I mentioned earlier, automatic on and off for your headlights. And then here's the downshift for the paddle shifters. I'm just going to go ahead and bring my seat ahead so I can comfortably reach everything, because when it's all the way back I can't. So I want to show you the gauge cluster. This is a unique gauge cluster for the XSE trim, and so I want to show you what it looks like when I start it. Remote keyless entry, standard. This is the smart keyless entry, so you do get push button start as well. You don't have to take your keys out of your pocket. Foot on the brake, just push the button in and away it starts. A little bit of an animation there on the gauge cluster. So I said before, this is unique for the XSE trim. So tack over here temperature and fuel gauge over there, and then in the middle there's a small information center. It's like a small computer screen, and so you've got your speedometer, your tack, or your trip, your outside temperature, and then you can use this controls on the steering wheel right here to be able to switch through and make adjustments to your preferences, including your safety sense. So it's like a small computer screen on the dashboard, and it's unique for the XSE trim. Pretty nice. I like the blue on there. Turning our attention to the center stack. So this is going to be a 9-inch center stack, and there's just a couple features I want to point out. There's audio, phone, there's a small app suite. You can also project your phone up onto here. As far as audio controls, AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio, 3 months platinum subscription, no extra charge, Bluetooth connectivity, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Alexa compatible. As far as our heating and air conditioning system, it is an automatic system on here, but it's driver side control only, so one size fits all. Front window defrost, rear window, and this also heats up the outside mirrors to get the ice and snow off of those. Switch back to the auto mode. As we go down the center console, just want to show you some of the features. Now, let me get this out of the way here. So down underneath here, there's a small storage compartment right here, but this does not have wireless charging for your smartphone. There's a plug over here to plug in. But the XSE does come with heated seats, front driver, high and low settings are down here. And then we do have the backup camera. I'm just going to switch over here so you can see the backup setup on there. And that does not have path projection, so it doesn't tell you exactly what direction you're turning. But it is big and it's pretty clear, so you should be able to see if anything's behind you when you're backing up. Back down here, there's two switches. One is for sport mode, and that changes the shift pattern of the automatic CVT transmission, give you the feel of more performance. And then this is your traction control on and off switch. As I mentioned, this is a CVT automatic transmission. There's also parking brake hold and parking brake here, 2 cup holders, and then this is all gloss black trim in the center. It looks really nice. It does show the dust a little bit more than I care for, but it really looks nice. As far as your armrest go, it's a really small one. It does have that blue stitching on there that we saw on the seats. And then as far as the room under here, somewhat limited. There's a 12-volt outlet here, and there's a USB-C, but this is a fairly small storage area as well. And then here's a quick look at our passenger seat. Passenger assist grip. I mentioned this does come standard with the power sliding moonroof with the shade inside. We also have lighted vanity mirrors, visor extensions, overhead. Up here on the center console, we've got reading lights, power moonroof controls, and then Safety Connect. And Safety Connect is essentially to get roadside assistance. So push that button, Toyota will get you the help you need. As far as the rear view mirror on this one, standard manual day and night mirror, no garage door openers built into this. On the XSE, there is an upgraded version of that mirror, so if you want the extra features, it'll cost you a few extra bucks. So that's a quick look at the driver's compartment. Really hits all the basics really well, and then of course very comfortable, and you're gonna love this gauge cluster. It's really cool. Notice how it's red right now. That's because I switched it into sport mode. So there's normal and there's sport. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat and check that out. Here's a quick look at the driver's compartment from the back seat. So there's a lot of room up there. I've got this driver's seat all the way back. Looks like maybe the passenger one is as well. So there's a lot of room up front. The difference is when you get into the back seat, you run out of leg room. This seat's all the way back, and you can see I've got 2 or 3 inches of leg room, so I guess an adult could ride back here, say from Madison to Milwaukee, but I don't know if I want to go to Florida in the back seat. There's a little storage cubby down here, but no charging ports down there for USB, so I think that's a miss. They should have did that on the top of the line. Pocket over here, bottle holders, power windows, speakers in the doors. There's 3 seat belts back here. The seats have the same pattern we saw up front. And then you can plug in your child safety seats back here, and then there is an armrest that folds down and gives you dual cup holders here as well. These seats also fold down. I'll pop into the trunk and show you how that works in just a minute, but I want to let you know right away, yes, you can fold the seats down. There is a little light up here. I don't like the position of this light because if you're in the back seat you can't see anything. It doesn't give you any light. I would prefer that the light be up here, or that they add 2 lights, but just a minor thing, preference probably. So let's go ahead and take a look at the trunk. So heading into the trunk, it does have a nice low lift over height, so it'll be easy to get things up and in. I think there's room to be able to run a couple bags of golf clubs across the back. I guess it depends on how long your driver is, but we do have 60-40 fold down seats, so I've got 60% down there. Of course you can fold the other 40% down, and then up here there's a little trunk light as well. The height here is pretty nice too, so should be room for stacking stuff. Underneath is where we find our temporary spare tire and our tool kit, and then there is room under there if you need to put emergency equipment like jumper cables or first aid kits, what have you. That should fit under there quite nicely. And it is a nice flat floor as well. When it pops open, the deck lid is lined, and there's an emergency assist handle here if somebody gets locked into the trunk, but you can see it also pops up and out of the way, so you're less likely to bang your head. So that's a quick look at the 2023 Toyota Corolla XSE edition. This again is going to be in the luxury lineup. Nice combination of a sporty ride and a luxurious look and feel on the inside. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you want more like this, feel free to subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know, and I will do my best to answer them. This is Tony here at Smart Toyota in Madison. Thanks for watching.